guys, it's Sarah Detweiler here with Lady Vol Basketball, Rakia Jackson and Jules Spear, who competed at the 2023 FIBA Women's AmeriCup. And guys, let's start back at the beginning. Team USA Basketball invited 20 women across the country to come and compete for a spot on Team USA's roster this year. How did it feel to get that initial invitation?
It felt great for myself, that being the first 5-on-5 roster that I made. So it was very cool to get that experience to play against older women, pros, WNBA players, former players. It was pretty cool to get that experience, and I feel like it'll only help us.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think it's very special anytime you get invited to play with USA. So just seeing the other players that were there and knowing that you're one of the best players in the country playing and representing your country.
And then the selection process in and of itself is pretty selective. And then you guys got the announcement that you made the original 8 roster. How did it feel to officially know that you were a part of the team?
For me, it felt like a sigh of relief. Again, I was just like finally. So that's how it was for me.
Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. I know, we were all together, me and Kia were I hope we both make it, I hope we both make it. So when we both heard our names, it was very special.
And then Rakia, you kind of touched on this, but you guys have both had experience playing for Team USA, but this was your first AmeriCup experience. So how did those past experiences help you in this new one?
I would have to say just preparing for the overseas, they're very tough, they're very physical, but this was a different type of physical. I mean, the AmeriCup was just different, and honestly, when you see USA on TV, when you're sitting at home, you see them blow out every team, it's just USA, so you know they're gonna win. But this tournament, it was not like that. It was we have to work for every win that we get. No one wanted us to win. Of course, we're USA, we win everything. So no one really wanted us to win. So it was just definitely a huge target on our back. And with us being so young, the only full college team there playing against grown women, we had a huge target on our back. So it was very different, but it was fun.
Tennessee was one of 2 schools that had 2 women on the Team USA roster. So how did it feel to have each other to lean on during the process?
Girl, since you love me.
Okay, anyways, I would say it was nice to have Kia, even though I only knew her for a short amount of time. When I met her at trials after coming here on a visit and after committing, we were already making TikToks together. And I was teaching her how to dance and everything because she doesn't know how to dance. But anyways, it was nice, just knowing she was doing good at AmeriCup, so just seeing her and see how she plays. So knowing when I come back to Tennessee, knowing where to get her the ball and vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty cool to have someone you're going to be with for another year there in the same room every day. Sometimes she got on my nerves. I'm just kidding. She's the best. But we definitely clicked really quickly. I would say it's because we're both Pisces. Every Pisces that I've ever met in my life, we just click like that. And I didn't know she was a Pisces until later on down. I was like, when is your birthday? And I was like, what is your sign? She's like, a Pisces. I was like, that makes so much sense. But it was pretty cool. We definitely bonded through TikTok on the court, and just expect big things from both of us coming this season.
Now, can you talk about the level of competition and physicality that you faced in other teams during this experience? You kind of touched on it already, but give me a little bit more of maybe even examples of what you experienced.
Yeah, we started off scrimmaging before we even started, so that kind of just opened our eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So we scrimmaged Canada, and that's when we knew it was going to be a physical tournament. So yeah,
definitely, I agree. That scrimmage was just whoa. But playing against Brazil, they're a very veteran, seasoned team that you can tell they've been playing together for years. Some of them has been in the WNBA all stars and things like that. So it was definitely an eye-opening experience. Overseas is definitely a different ball game, but I feel it gave us a step ahead of the SEC. We know the SEC is physical, but it's not that physical. So I feel that toughness that we experience is only going to prepare us for the better for the SEC.
In speaking of a Team Brazil, you guys faced off against them in the finals. It wasn't the outcome that you guys would have hoped for, but what did you gain overall from having that experience?
I would have to say I learned to always stay confident in yourself, but while doing so, stay within yourself. Because I know some people might they're out physical in me, so let me try to be extra physical back. And it's just if you just play your game, it's going to come. So I feel like just staying within myself and not trying to, you know, play their game, but instead like play together, play as a team.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, just facing adversity. Like, I felt like we faced a lot of adversity when we were overseas. And granted, we only had like maybe 7 practices together, opposed to other teams that were together for like years. So just knowing that we faced adversity and we stuck together and we just did our best that we could.
Looking back, what are you excited to bring into this season and all the experience that you gained during your time on Team USA?
I would say I've never played in the SEC yet, but I would say just bring, you know, whatever my team needs, honestly, whether that's scoring, whether that's defense, energy, leadership, whatever it is, I'm gonna help in any way to get us to the top behind her. So yeah.
I definitely agree. Just whatever the team needs. You can expect energy from us. You can expect a lot of TikToks from us. Just having fun on the court, having fun with our teammates, and a lot of wins. The SEC is definitely a fun conference. I definitely love playing the competition day in and day out. So that's something that I look forward to.
Now, Rakia, I have to talk about your performance in particular, and I want to make sure I get all of the stats right. Your scoring average was 4th among 109 players in the tournament, earning you a spot in the AmeriCup All-Star 5. And your overall 102 points for the week were 2nd in the most in U.S. AmeriCup history behind Lisa Leslie.
I didn't know that.
Kind of a really big accomplishment, this entire experience for you. How does it make you feel knowing that your hard work paid off in so many different areas?
I can honestly say it felt amazing. Going into the AmeriCup, I was a little bit nervous because I know I haven't been in the gym prior, and I'm a person that kind of needs to get the feel for the game and get some shots up, and we just came from vacation having fun. So it was definitely like, I was definitely in my room like, oh, like I hope my shot's not off, I hope my handles aren't too loose, like I hope I'm not overthinking because I haven't been in the gym. But to lean on my past work and my past just being in a gym rat, just staying in a gym, it definitely showed. So I just leaned back on my confidence and kind of let that take over. Like, you know, you've been doing this, like don't let 2 weeks out the gym like affect your mental. So it was pretty cool to be able to achieve that accomplishment. So yeah, I was happy.
Now, when you look at Team USA's historic roster, and then when you look specifically at Tennessee's affiliation, you get names like Diamond DeShields, Shamiqua Holtzclaw, and then Candace Parker. For coming from Tennessee, how does it feel to now have your name among those elite women?
Yeah, I feel it's really special. Like the names that you just listed are like legends, like Hall of Famers. So just to be a part of Team USA and know what Team USA stands for is really special.
Definitely. To even be in a category with them is just like, whoa, like it's just amazing, because when you hear those names, it's just like, dang, these are legends. These are people's jerseys we see every day when we practice. So it's definitely motivation as well. Like we want to keep doing that. We want our name to stay on those rosters and things like that. So it was pretty cool.
And then to piggyback off of that, Tennessee is the most represented school on the all-time roster for Team USA with now 11 names on it. How does that speak to the caliber of athletes that Tennessee builds?
It speaks like very highly of us. You know, we just have a high caliber of players. Tennessee seeks out certain players. You know, we like the hard workers, the one with grit and resilience. So it just speaks to show like Tennessee is a great school to come to for sports. You know, we just got the All Sports Award. So we just win in everything, honestly.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think that's why I came to Tennessee. It's just the culture, winning. Maybe because she was here, but I just feel like, you know, Tennessee, the brand is just so huge, and when you just come and you work hard like Kia said, then you can do special things.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me. I know we're all so excited to see you guys on the court this season, and good luck.
Thank you.